Good?
Let's do it.
Good on the angle, Martha? A little bit in?
Yeah.
Cool? Okay, mics are on. Blue light is on. Your light?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, we're ready to go. Okay. I'll be needing to count myself in. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hey, and welcome back to Nothing But Love podcast with your girl, Elsie Rodriguez, where my goal is always to show you love using my personal experiences, sharing my stories and my encounters. I am super excited, and I know some of you are going to clock me because you're like, you always begin like that, Elsie, you're always excited. Well, yes, bitch, I live in excitement. I'm also going to say something I always say. I have a very special guest, but this one is really special, like 2.0 type shit. Because this girl has a piece of my heart. Aww. And normally I don't know my guest. This beautiful soul next to me, I know her very well. So yes. I am excited. So please allow me to introduce a healer of all trades, a woman who's reaching the community, building community. It's a beautiful day in the Bronx, as you can see. Okay, my girl has a concentration in womb healing, aura photography, soul contract, Reiki. Mama, did I miss anything? Let me introduce Julianna Calderon. Make some noise. Woo! Insert applause here.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Yeah, I mean, I said to you earlier, like, I struggle to introduce myself. I don't even know where to say. I don't even know where to begin, but I'm just grateful to be here with you. I've seen you evolve so much in your space, in your magical, being of what you love to do, and we feel it when we see you. So I'm just honored to be here, a little nervous.
Oh my gosh, no, that's just excitement. That's just excitement. So I'm just going to get right into it because I want to know, I know you on a personal level, but fun fact, I knew you before all those labels, all those titles I spewed out, that was at the Dome, okay? You were so much more. But how do you feel when you hear that? Like, how do you feel? Like, because that's how I see you.
I'm like, oh my God, like, really? Like, still, like, I feel like I'm just here servicing and doing what I need to do. I think I've instilled that in my membrane, like, in a membrane.
No burn.
I don't know why that came out, but we're gonna go with that. But honestly, I feel like I don't know if I align with a title. Maybe I've been in the energy, in the space of going and serving, that I'm forgetting all the titles. And it's just an honor to be that middle space for people, right? Because a lot of times people come to me and I'm directing them to someone else or to something else. And it's kind of like that middle space where you go and you're like, I don't know what I need. I don't know what I want. And then you remember who you are and what you actually need, because you take a moment and you just sit here and you're just like, either you're crying here, you're laughing here. Like, I've just had so many different experiences here, and we've only been open since November. So it's insane to say how much impact this space has already been for a lot of folks, and it's just the beginning. So
amen. And here is Healing with Jewelz Apothecary. You feel the warmth. You can't fake it. You feel the love walking in here. You feel the sisterhood. I'm telling you, I smelled the incense around the corner. I said, oh, I'm at the right spot. Hello. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a testament to you and everything you're doing. I'm just proud. And it's a different level of proudness for me because we briefly mentioned we know each other before all this. Yeah. And to see the evolution. And real quick, backstory for you guys. We met a little bit over 2 years ago. We did a spiritual retreat. Shout out to all the women that were in Puerto Rico with us. Amen. And the woman that's in front of me right now is not the same girl I met. And I think I know she could say the same thing about me.
Oh, for sure.
We were just two souls in the midst of searching. Like, there was a kind of a lost feeling that kind of binded us almost, that we bonded over.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us did, right, in that experience, and we all unlocked something, right? So really shout out to all the women that were in that 6-month boot camp. Y'all know who you are. Grateful for the teachings, the experiences, because everything we go through in life literally makes or breaks us, right? And it's even when it breaks us, it's building us up, right? You think about the tower moments in life, right? When it comes to the tower,
Yeah.
it's gonna come down, but you're gonna build it up the way that you need to in that season or in your life, right?
Or even bigger and better. Amen.
Bigger and better. So I feel like that experience, it was a time where I felt lost. It was my gray space. I had a really traumatic loss in my life, and whether it's a loss of a relationship, an actual person that was in your life, or even a job, right? We could talk about that too. Corporate America. Ooh, baby.
That was another trauma bond.
Yes.
That was something else we bonded over. So
I was in corporate America still at that time, and then I just recently left. So, you know, shout out to the spirit team that walks with me, really opening the doors for me so that I could service the community. But during that time where we met, I was looking for something. And I definitely received that, and then it was just up from there, right? Learning and growing and constantly, still to this day, I always say, like, student of life first, always looking to learn, always accepting the lessons. My son gives me lessons all the time. I think that time in my journey, I'm so grateful that we connected.
Me too.
And it was just, I don't know, we've been up since then. So
we have. And important to note, like, we've evolved. Not only have we evolved together, we've lost together. You get what I'm saying? And our experience never changes. You get what I'm saying? It's a testament to who we are, the path that was already in place for us. Fun fact, we had our very first event together, because then Healing with Jewelz was born.
I was just telling her that.
Nothing But Love was born. Our very first event was together in Sunset Park. Shout out to Sunset Park, Brooklyn. I love New York, and New York loves me. That was a pivotal moment, because what I gained from that first event is that Julie was supposed to be in them spaces. I remember calling her, because we were so like bored. We were like, we're gonna do a 12 series, right? We're gonna do all the chakras. It was going to be a whole thing. Yeah. I said, baby, I saw you lit up. I didn't light up like you. You know, that's the beauty of the constant growing and learning of yourself, and recognizing, not being a hater and saying, baby, you lit up. That was just space. I was just there to sprinkle a little prayer on there, but that was all you, boo. And I walked away with a whole different perspective, a whole different direction, because while I know I am a healer, it's not going to look like how Julie's doing it. You get what I'm saying? And I love that for us. But that was a game changer, that event. Yeah. Led you down your path.
It was definitely like a spark, an experience with collaborating with another healer would be like, right? And how much I enjoy that, and how much I enjoy creating spaces for community to come in, right? Because when I first started my journey, I started many years ago. I have a few different things. It's always funny to me when people are like, doing things, and they're so shocked that I have like done certain things. They're like, I didn't know you knew about that. I'm like, baby, there's a lot you don't know that I know.
You are as deep as the ocean.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God,
no, but you know, it really showed me like this is where I wanted to be. Like the community didn't care about the strangers, the curiosity that actually excited me, like wanting to know, like, what are they doing over there? Like, what's going on? And then just how people feel after, like that always feels like a plus, that just what I put together contribute just a little bit, whether it's them needing hope or faith and unlocking their own gifts on their journey to their home. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
No, it is a beautiful thing. I think I just know is a testament to everything you're doing, because you've unlocked your journey home. You know what I mean? And in a sense, we were talking about even this beautiful space. It's home that's bringing us home. Like, it's not something you can like fake, or nor can we replicate. We always touch on this spirituality, inner work is super trending. You get what I'm saying? The healing modalities are trending, and it's cool. I'm not knocking nobody, but there's certain things you cannot fake. You don't fake it. You know what I mean? It feels right to me, even as my sounding board, because healers need healers. Like, don't get it twisted. I love that we've created this space, that we hold space for each other, but I love that I have a sounding board, because I'm blessed. I have core, but there's certain things that I have to come to you first, because you just get it on a spiritual level. Well, I don't really have to go into deep of explaining. So thank you.
Oh, thank you for doing that for me as well. Like, I feel like Elsie doesn't give herself enough credit of how much of a healer she is. And I tell her all the time, like, your voice, like, step into a room, your light off bat is healing people. I say you walk with this confidence. A lot of women are working with their inner child, right? Reconnecting with the girl that used to, well, I feel like when I was a little girl, I was walking around, nobody tell me nothing. My little doggy purse, pink sunglasses. it's many of us have lost that connection. And it's like we see other women, not all the time it's competition or who that bitch thinks she is. No, it's some women who really look at women like, yo, I miss that. I miss her. I know she's in there somewhere in me. So it's like when you walk in the room and you literally ooze love, and you walk in your confidence, you're healing people. Like, when you open your mouth, girl, you be dropping some words, and I'm like, yes.
Thank you.
You know,
thank you,
so
thank
yeah, I feel like she don't give herself enough credit. She truly is who she says she is. I tell people all the time.
Thank you.
She really is who she says she is. Yes, of course.
Yeah, it most certainly exists in you. Amen. 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 So, okay, let's get back to you.
I know,
because
we can talk all different directions.
Dive deep. We got to really dive deep. So before we recorded, we did have a talk, right? And you were, and let's keep it real, because we can take it out if we want. That's the magic of having a show. I was like, Julie, because Julie is going down the list of things she's prepping for, like the community is opening the doors for. I said, Mama, you sound like a healer of all trades. And y'all ever heard that saying, Jack of all trades, master of none? The second part of that phrase is more than the master, or something like that. It's the second part of the phrase that emphasizes that the person of all trades knows more than the master. Amen.
Hold on, y'all, because I need to pause it right here. I was too excited and I couldn't remember the full phrase. The full phrase is a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. So what I was trying to explain here is that Julianna possesses a diverse skill set, which oftentimes can be deemed more valuable than having mastery in one concept. But I'm going to leave it up to y'all to interpret. Okay, let's get back to this episode.
Amen. So I was like, I'm going to open with that. And she was like, immediately, and it speaks to you as a person. And I'm not going to use the word humble. I'm going to use the word kind. And she was like, I don't know if I want you to say healer of all trades. And I'm like, why not? Like, as your friend, I see how much work you're putting into it. You got a little goodie bag, girl, of fun stuff. So let's talk about it. Can we talk about, like, I use that phrase and it triggers something almost in me to question it. And I'm not putting you on blast, but I want the people to know, like, even as you are giving back to the community, you're still fully working on yourself. So, so talk about it. Talk about if that made you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, whatever, for sure. You know? I mean, I'm still working on myself. Like, you know, I'm not someone who'd be like, yeah, I'm healed. No, we heal one layer and then something else comes up, and that may it discourages some folks, and that's why they take a step back, right? Versus seeing like beauty in, like, I got over this, and it came up and it don't feel good. It feels like total shit and it hurts, but damn, like, a moment and think about what you just got over. Like, you could get through that. Now you could get through the next thing. And I think as a healer, you are always going to have many tools in our toolbox that help, because what may help you, right? Let's say you may need a womb massage. The next person may not need that. They might need some Reiki, right? Or they might need just someone to talk to, or whatever it is. Because I'm also back in school to be a licensed therapist. Okay, we need some holistic therapists in this place. She said,
check my credentials.
All right.
Check my credentials.
Nobody come for me about no credentials now. No, but honestly, I think everyone has certain things that they need that maybe the next person doesn't need, right? When you said that, I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say I'm the healer of all trades. I was a little like,
I felt it in the conversation. And I hung up that phone, like, I'm not listening to her. I'm okay.
No, literally. She's like, I'm not
listening. And it's no ego. It's just my way of life.
And I see you as a messenger from God, right? Amen. So if it's coming through you, it's a message that I needed to hear, right? A remembrance for myself, like, doing the work, like, have a lot of tools in your toolbox, like that. It also shows that I'm still in my earth suit, right? I'm still feeling like I need to process some things, because why did that trigger me? Like, do I feel that I need to build more confidence, or where do I feel like I need to view myself a little bit higher than what I do?
Amen.
You know, I do provide a lot for people.
You do.
Like, I'm blessed and I'm grateful that I have been able to do so, right? I think that's why I always go back, because I'm always like, oh, no, thank you. Like, it's not me, right? It's spirit. It's God. It's, you know, I don't like to take full, like, you know, credit for a session or for something.
No, and that's beautiful. It shows your heart. And I don't think it's taking full credit. I think it's just acknowledging the work you've done thus far. You know what I mean? Like, each modality is so unique. Like,
Yes.
it's not about like picking up a different paintbrush. You know what I mean? Like, we're all artists in our own way, right? And not disregarding anyone who uses paintbrush. Like, it's a skill.
Yeah.
But
for real.
what I'm saying is, like, you have to learn, you have to work with the energies of each modality and then see how it applies to the vessel, right? And like Julie said, like, I may not be what she may need. So you also need to assess that. So there's layers, there's levels. That's why I was adamant about using that phrase, because not only are you taking the time to learn each healing modality, like I feel like you're giving each area its respect.
Yeah.
So shout out to you.
I mean, I think that's important, right? Because a lot of these tools have been here for years and years, decades, right? There's so much wisdom and so much. I want to respect the ancestral like knowledge and wisdom and importance of these tools. And those who embody it, you know, I like to respect it and give thanks that, you know, I'm able to pass it along.
Yes,
so.
and be the vessel. Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
be the vessel, yes.
Amen. So I hope that, I know the message there, at least for me, is like, the true healer is constantly the student. She's constantly
Your
learning.
Student
She's
first,
constantly
always.
Evolving. Amen.
And
Amen.
and I know it's sometimes tough, like, to receive feedback. You have to be okay with receiving criticism, and I think that also unlocks I don't want to say criticism. What would be the word? Like,
maybe feedback. But I don't think criticism is a bad thing.
Yeah,
you know
because
what
you learn from it. And
Yeah.
I think the minute that it maybe, you know, doesn't feel like it sits right. Oh no, I don't know where I'm going with that. Cut that.
No, you do.
Cut that. I don't know where I'm going with that.
We're not gonna cut your knowledge. What I'm hearing is that you have to be willing to accept the feedback, or to be able to listen, to hear it. Because to hear it, to listen, to receive it is all different things, right? I think that's ego when we feel a type of way, correct? I'm going to stay with this because I like where we was going. You know what I mean? Because I saw you step yourself, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Let's really dive into it. Sometimes it fucking sucks being criticized. You get, especially when we put so much work into something, right?
Yes.
And it's okay. So
like
how do you navigate out of that?
How do
you navigate?
How do I navigate? So I am a very an emotional being. So if triggers happen, I may cry. That's the reality of it, right? And then I cry until I'm done crying. Whenever I'm going through something that, let's say, I'm like, yo, that shit fucking sucks, or something comes up, I'm gonna give myself 24 to 48 hours, and then we gotta move past it, right? We cannot dwell on things that don't feel good, or experiences, because it's like, all right, you're gonna face what comes up. That's okay, that's normal, and you should, instead of storing it in, right? Because the more you store it in, the more that creates blockages elsewhere. I sit with it 48 hours. If it still really bothers me, that means I have some deeper work to do. Because if it's not something that is so major, or whatever that means, I feel like that's a lesson, right? It keeps coming up. It does not leave me. It's bothering me. What is a deeper lesson? Then I start breaking it down, literally breaking it down. What happened? What was said? What didn't feel good about what was said? Was it the delivery? Was it the context? Like, what was it? And then that breaks it down even more. So it's like, you really gotta be you have to want to do the work.
Amen.
If you don't want to do the work, and then things keep happening, that's why you're not wanting it. You're allowing the domino effect to keep happening. And then it's like, well, why is my life like this? Why can't this?
It's like that viral sound. The meme, what is it? The cycle will repeat. The cycle will repeat.
Literally.
You must break the pattern today, or the loop will repeat tomorrow.
The cycle will repeat.
Get me off this train.
Baby, I'm trying to come here, and this is what I tell people, and now a lot. I've been saying, I catch myself saying it a lot now. I am here to do my assignment, so that way I don't have to do this shit again.
Amen.
I want to be so immersed in what my purpose is, and as close to God as I can be. Amen. So that when I do transition, because I really believe there's an end time for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. And that's my belief.
And we all have a purpose. We all have something to fulfill out here. Yes, 1000% agree.
And I'm also seeing in this journey, I left corporate America. I worked in that company for 8 years. I worked my way up, blood, sweat, and tears, just to be another number. And it literally I don't even know who that person is from that
Yeah.
time. I look back at
To
pictures
now.
and I'm like, yo, like I even look different. My
Mhm.
aura looks different. Like
Mhm.
you could see
Yes.
I was such a different person. And I'm like, I gave my faith to like my team
Amen.
on the other side.
Mhm.
Like I gave my faith to God. Faith is such a like important word for me.
Oh yeah.
You know, because every month I'm tested by my faith.
Mhm.
Every day, every week, right? Do I really have the faith that I believe so much in myself and my purpose and what I'm doing that the people will come?
Amen.
And every day they show me that
Mhm.
they're finding you. There's certain plugins, there's certain
Yeah.
this and that. And then every time someone comes in here, when they speak compliments to this space, they don't realize how much life they're speaking into
Confirmation.
this. You know, like it's a beautiful thing. And I'd be like, yo, like you just come in. Like I don't expect people to come here and shop all the time. Sometimes I've literally had people come here and tell me their story, and that was what I needed to hear.
Amen.
It's not always monetary. And I think in this space is gonna challenge you, like as a business owner and a service provider, it challenges you because you still got bills to pay, like you got mouths to feed. But I feel like the challenges is like, are you going to like be driven by the monetary or are you going to continue your purpose?
Amen.
So it's a constant journey and constant growth. And I guess this is where we needed to direct the conversation. I don't know.
No, but I heard a couple things. I heard to say you have faith and to walk in it is two different things. Amen.
Yes.
All right. Only the strong will survive. I also heard a human being, a spirit tell you like, these are the steps I take when I got to navigate. Because my question was like, well, how do you navigate yourself out that space, you know, out that negative space or that funk and you literally, you pulled down the steps. And then when you said, see, but you really have to want to do the work. It was in my throat to come out and say like, yo, you really got to be about this life because it wasn't there's no simple answer. There was a series of checkpoints. You're like, okay, so if I receive constructive criticism and I'm upset about it, I go through this, then I go through this, then I dig down to this. There is levels to this. So that's why like, it's cool. Like, how spirituality is trending because it's the power of tongue, it's the power of the internet. But the work ain't no joke. The work ain't for the weak. And you just had a woman tell you like, yo, off of one situation, I got to go through these 200 steps real quick to get to the bottom of it. And that is a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
With like, this is never ending.
And being okay. And how about being like, okay too with this is never ending and I might not know. I might not know for a minute.
You really have to sit with yourself, right? Like people come in here and they're like, you know, I'm starting to get into my spirituality. You know, like how can you help me? Well, first of all, what does spirituality mean to you?
Girl, I was just about to ask that. I'm like, so what does that mean? Break it down.
You know, like what does that mean to you? Because you may be into one thing and you may be into another thing, and then you know, so it's like, well, you know, I feel like it's this because I seen this, or like is this because someone told me this, and I say, I asked them like, well, what do you feel? Because overall, it's inner. It's inner. Like when you understand that, when you unlock that, then everything else makes sense. Everything else will flow. Like, is that real? Is that simple?
Is that simple? Yet not. Let's keep it real. Like, let's say what it is. Like, because I remember wanting. There was a need to reconnect, but I didn't know what that was for me. I didn't know. So I know, I feel the people that walk up in here a little lost. I feel them because I was born Catholic. I was a Pentecostal for a little bit. I went to a Christian church. Like, I went through it all. And while I am not religious, I do have respect for the nuances in religion. Like, there are some sound values and principles, and I love that. But I feel like the turning point was when I realized like, not for spirituality for me is like revealing the God that's within me, you know, and I didn't know how to verbalize that. So I love that you've created like this safe haven for people to come in here and be like,
I love that you called it a safe haven.
Amen. And because that's what I feel when I'm in here. It's a little chilly outside, but it's warm in here. You feel me? Like
word.
So
it's so crazy that you said that, because when I first, like, I always knew I wanted a store. I always knew I wanted a space. And I was like, I'm going to call it safe haven. Like, I literally was gonna call it safe haven. So the fact that you said that, like, thank you.
Amen.
It just shows, like, like everything, because it's not just me who has been creating this space. It's every single person that has walked through that door. It's the community that has been cultivating even from the beginning. Like, people who came, helped me build the shelf, helped me put up some, help me fucking.
Now, the hood poured love into you. Like, it was so received. And I'm across the bridge, y'all.
Yes.
So we were constantly talking, and I'm like, like, I was even like, I felt it, like, damn, girl, like, look at you. That's what's up. That's God. Like, for these people to just come pour into you.
Yeah. I'm
equally
grateful.
Want to create love in this place. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the real work. That's the testament to the real purpose. You feel me? Like, everything else, I just feel like it's been like just a setup for you. Like,
it's crazy.
You gonna do this level to eventually get here. You know what I mean? Like,
and I mean, I feel like that's what's happening, right? A lot of women coming in, even men though. So shout out to the men.
Shout out to the kings. Amen.
Y'all are welcomed. Right. I know that it may come off that there's only women things. No, like, no judgment. We welcome all, even the kids. Like, they asked me earlier, like, what do you do here? What's your vision? And we can go on for hours about what my vision is. But, coming soon in the summer, like, activations for the kids, like, keep them out of trouble. Like, the teens, like, free things for them to do here.
Raise the baby's vibrations. Amen. Because they're the closest thing to God. I love that you want to do that. Amen. It's already done.
It's already in the works. So, it's just like, this space is meant for everyone. So I'm grateful that the community pours that in, right? The men, the women, like, the kids that be coming in here, everyone adding their magic is what makes this place feel like a safe haven. Like, it's what keeps it going. So
I love that. And I love that. I think we did a good job of really talking about Julianna as a healer, talking about this beautiful love space that you're creating right in the heart of the Bronx. Amen. And how the people have received it. I'm going to switch gears a little bit because for some of us that don't know my girl, she is a fellow mother. And I love when I meet a mom making her dreams come true. Like, it's hard to take care of someone, but then to find the time to pour into yourself and share your magic, that's on a whole nother level.
And help them navigate their own magic.
And help pour into our babies. It's work. It's beautiful, and I'm honored.
Yes.
So I love that. I love the mother in you. I love her. I see her. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about how do we balance that? Because you're a fellow PTA mom like me. I know, and that's a whole nother thing in itself.
Oh my God, don't remind me.
Yeah. So how do we give us like the express version for the moms maybe sitting at home? Because there'll be a mom sitting at home. And you don't get it twisted. Housewife, house mother, that's work.
That's real work.
But she may have a dream that she's put to sleep. So maybe she's looking for your words. Like, damn, how you balance it, Julianna? Tell us.
Oh, child. I live day to day.
Amen. There's no other way to live. There's no other way to live.
Honestly, my son comes first. So if I get a call or if anything pops off, like if something happens, this is a one-woman show here.
I know that's right.
So there's been times where I'm not able to open because my boy needs me and he's sick, and I gotta be a mother first always. That's my first assignment. Like, that's my most important assignment. Amen. I feel the same way. So until we are in a space where I could hire someone to come and help the store, it is just me. So
God said soon.
Amen. God. No, but how do I balance it? I think I myself sometimes need to take my own advice, right?
Okay.
When we talk about pouring into your
cup, that's real.
Sometimes I overextend my energy, and that's why it's important for healers to find other healers to help you pour back into you. But I really live my life day to day, so I'm grateful to be able to be my own boss and provide and work in my passion, but then still show up for him. And I think my son, may God continue to bless him, because he is a very in tune soul, and he is way more powerful than I am. So I am so grateful that he chose me to be his mom. But I think because of that, there's a sense of understanding.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, oh, he remembers mom that worked in corporate.
Mhm.
He remembers, like, my boy is so in tune that when he feels my energy off, he comes with his little healing hands and he's like this and he's,
Yeah.
and I'm like, where'd you learn that from?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, and it's just, you know, so when he sees
That's
me
beautiful.
in corporate, he used to do that a lot, you
Mhm.
know, and he's like, Mom, like, are you okay? And he was younger, and
Yeah.
now, like, you know, he's a little bit older, and he's like, oh, you know, you're selling the crystals. He's proud of me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, his teachers tell me all the time, like, my mom, he says that my mom has a crystal shop, and he's
Mhm.
like so proud. And he even told the bus driver, and she's like, I collect them. Like, I'm like, okay, girl, I got you. You know,
I
so
love
it's a
that.
beautiful thing that, like, I see that he's proud of me. And I think
Yes.
that also keeps me going. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's been times where I'm ready to throw in the towel,
I know, that's
you
right.
know, I'm like, this is a lot. But, you know, faith, my little light at home,
Mhm.
like, he keeps me going, you know.
I love, oh, that spoke to my
purpose.
soul, Ju, because
Mm.
you know me, I live the same way, and I think it's
Yeah.
important. Like, yes, have goals, but day to day, baby steps, bro. Like, we don't gotta have all the answers there.
It's really hard. And I know, like, being a single mother is even harder, right?
Mhm.
Because I have a boy. For me, I can only speak for myself. Like, raising a king, like, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I can't teach
Mhm.
a man to be a man.
Yeah.
So it's like, where, and then that's where I go into my toolbox, right?
Mhm.
Like, what spaces can he connect with his masculine energy at
Yeah.
some point? Like, what other healers can I tap
Mhm.
into? So I'm grateful for the, you know, healers that I come across, right?
I mean, the network you're building.
The network,
Yes,
because
yeah.
I know that it's gonna benefit him too.
Mhm.
You know, like, as a woman really wanting to connect more in her divine feminine energy, like, because that's important.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here to do a man's job. Like,
Yeah,
I'm here to
yeah,
just
yeah.
do my job as a
Amen,
woman,
amen.
right? And I think we get caught up as a single mother, like, we're so into our masculine because we gotta make sure that everything's good at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we lose ourselves. So all of this feels like a full circle
Mhm,
moment, right? From
mhm.
being a mom to, like, hustling and all of that stuff, but then still wanting to come back home.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like what I'm creating here to help myself in
Mhm.
that journey, in that space, to remember, like, what is home? Where is home? How do we get back there?
Yeah. It's and mirror. It's a
Yeah,
mirror because
yeah.
you, again, speaking to everything that resonates so deeply, it'll resonate to the masses. Amen. Because there's a lot of us out here, single moms, doing their thing, raising our babies, achieving our dreams. But yeah, we spend so much time in that masculine energy, and we were not
Mhm.
born a man, baby. We were born to create, to nurture, to uplift. Amen.
Yes.
And I want to continue to do so. And I think us, no, not I think, I know us leaning into this space where we're
Mhm.
actually bringing our dreams into fruition is an act of the divine. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
exactly.
If we,
You're literally reading my
yeah, is an act of the
You're reading my
divine.
mind
So
right
I
now.
love that you said that because it's true.
You know, and this goes back to all the knowledge that I'm gaining, right, in this journey, and this, and as I walk more in my purpose, right? Like, we chose the life that we're living.
Yes.
You know, we can literally change our life tomorrow if we truly want to and we truly believe it. Now, if you don't believe in that, you don't believe that, well, then maybe that's not a message for you.
Yeah.
Okay, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. But we can literally change our life. And people ask me, well, how'd you get there? Honestly, I don't know. I was talking to a friend.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Haitian King.
Shout out to the Haitian King.
And, you know, he reminds me, yo, last year you had a conversation with me. You told me you were gonna have a store, and you have a store.
Amen.
Like, don't forget that. So
Amen.
we can, and as women, we can create whatever we want in this lifetime.
I believe it. I feel like this season, I think I believe it like 2.0. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, there was always that belief, but like now I'm really walking in that spirit. I love that you said that. And I love that you said, like, your present moment is a collection of all the choices you made thus far. You feel me? We chose to be at that retreat. We chose to trust each other. We chose to be friends. We chose to grow together. You get what I'm saying? Like, and we don't talk every day, but we chose to nurture that relationship.
Yes.
You know, and look at us, 3 years in, look at how our lives have changed. Like, it's just a beautiful thing to witness. So thank you.
So my question to your community, to your platform is, you know, what is it that you want to nurture? Like, what do you want? what don't you want to
Ooh,
repeat
that's
again?
good. Yeah.
Right? Like really sit with yourself, even if it feels ugly. Like honor the ugly, find the beauty in it, because I promise you, like you can birth something beautiful. Like there be plants on their last leg, and you give it some love, you pour water into it, you pour life, you speak into it, you talk to it, you affirm it.
Amen.
And you would have never thought that it was on its last leg.
That's
It
right.
comes and it flourishes, right?
I know,
like
that's right.
view that as your, you know, image, right? Because I like to see things.
I love that. I love that you pose that question to the masses, because it's another confirmation that Julie's no different than you. I'm no different than you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's out here for all of us to go and get it. It's out here for all of us. Like, this was words in your mind. This literal place where we're recording it was words in your mind.
And it flourished.
And we're
and
here
flourishing.
sitting in it. And
Yes.
I love that for us. I love that for us, because it's more than an apothecary. I feel like I love the term apothecary because it's so like herbalist, it's so ancestral.
Yeah.
But it truly doesn't capture everything we got going on in here. You feel me? Like
a healing house. Everyone's
it is.
Like so many people are like, I feel like home. It feels so cozy. Like
warm.
the lady just walked in and she was like, it feels so cozy.
We had to pause. Yeah. People are like walking in here.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen. That's
yes.
what's up.
And they just love it. So, you know, I'm grateful that this space is impacting people that way. And I'm excited to see what it's going to look like in a few months when the sun's out.
I am super excited for what's to come. Amen. And before we keep going further, I feel like the stay-at-home mom that has that dream that she put to sleep.
Or the hardworking mom.
Amen. The hard worker who's choosing to work somewhere where it doesn't align with her
where
spirit.
Where she just feels, because I was there, amen. Like where you were just like, you've almost felt like, yo, what, like, this sucks. I feel stuck.
Yeah.
I feel stuck. I can't move.
But I have bills to pay and this and this and this. And and I know you could attest to this. Ever since we made that choice, has shit been hard? Absolutely. I'm not even going to front.
Yeah.
And there's days where we take turns crashing out. That's why tribe is so important. We take turns crashing out. One day I'm on my high horse. We got this. Next day I'm like, bitch. Are they hiring? Because I need money.
Like, girl, this shit is tough.
And I always say, thank God we don't crash out on the same day.
For real. Because then who knows where this will go.
I don't know. We'd be walking each other to the street. Tribe is so important. And speak to that hardworking mom that chose a job because she feels like she has no choice. But every moment, every collection of choice will form the present. And I think you answered it beautifully. And I hope you received the message, Queen and King. Amen. Amen. So we're going to keep it moving. So we're going to go back into your healer's bag, right? Because I thought of something that we didn't touch on, and I think it's really important. Who heals the healer? I know we talked on tribe, your importance of friendship, but who heals the healer? That's deep, girl.
I was like, shit, I didn't think she was going to ask that.
No, girl, I didn't know.
Like, fuck.
Thank you, Spirit.
Thank you, Spirit.
It wasn't in the outline.
You know what? There's a message. Who heals the healer? I think that ties into the community, right? Like, who do you feel safe? I mean, for me, you know, I have my healer friends, right? Even in conversation, right? When I get on the phone with you, I feel like a bit of me is healed. Then it's my sisters, right? Like my spiritual sisters that will literally put their healing hands on me.
I know that's right.
And I think that's important too, and that ties into what a teacher once told me, is to have better discernment. And I think after hearing that, and that didn't feel good to hear, but then I sat with it and I was like, you know what? Absolutely. In this next journey, discernment is so important, because who's going to heal the healer, right? At that time, I didn't think about, all I felt was the trigger in the word, but then not realizing, oh shit, discernment is needed because I'm elevating.
Yes.
And I'm helping the masses because I'm on my purpose. I'm on my path. And with that comes with a lot of energy. There's some days where I'm out. I'm like, bro, don't talk to me. I don't want to people today. And Zach comes to me and he's like, mommy. And I'm like, oh, mom mode is never off. But it's with the discernment comes with knowing, who do I feel? Who does my spirit allow me to receive those sessions with? You know, so
you need that restoration.
You need it.
Because it's important. This energy work ain't no joke.
And everyone needs to clean their spiritual life. Like, I had someone come to me and I was like, yo, things just falling left and right in here. When's the last time you took a bath? Oh, I don't do that. No, here, take the bath on me. You need to.
And she's talking about a spiritual bath. Break it down for us. What's a spiritual bath entail? Break it down for those of us who may not know.
Well, I'm going to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Right. You know, fresh herbs, Florida water. Do your research on the herbs, right? I always tell people we can all clean ourselves if we really urgently need to. Speak to water. Water is powerful if you speak to it. If you speak your intention to it, I know it may sound a little crazy or a little silly to some folks, but it truly is. When I'm in the shower, speaking into the water, speaking to God in the water, praying. Just because you see the woo-woo stuff, I and that's a whole nother conversation where people think that the woo-woo stuff, the spiritual stuff, we're not connected to God. I wonder where that stemmed from, but anyways, that's neither here nor there, right? So prayer, you know, intention is everything. If I know things are heavy and I need to clean myself right now, I'm gonna clean myself, and then I'm gonna go see my spiritual advisors, right? And I'm gonna go and to who I need to go to. But that looks different for a lot of people, so it's really what you believe in, what you practice, what, you know. So I take it back to like what it is what is your spirituality, what it is that you believe in, what it is that you practice. So it looks different for a lot of different people, you know.
It does. And real quick, just to touch on something you just said, because you're like, somebody may be hearing this and say like, yeah, that does sound like woo, like speaking into water. But let's just like, I just want to drop the science on it. Everything is energetic. Like, let's just eliminate the word woo-woo. Everything has an energy. So water has an energy, and I could speak life into the water and then drink the water. Therefore, the life came into me. Like, that's science. Like, you get what I'm saying?
You know, and I love that because I actually learned from another healer who I'll shout her out, Jasmine from Vintage Healing. She has shared one time a video of her speaking to water, and like this whole this whole 101 lesson. And I like, from that moment is when I was like, it clicked on me. Like, bitch, start speaking to your water.
Yes,
like,
I speak anything I pour over my vessel. I spray a face spray when I'm done with my makeup. Radiance, boom. Yeah, like, you get what I'm saying? Every word that comes out of my mouth is to amplify the energy around me. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it sounds woo-woo for the person just walking in this like world that's like black and white to them. But for those of us who live in color, for those of us who live in the magic, and maybe are just a little bit open-minded, there's science. There's science to this shit. Like, and if our ancestors, before all this trending stuff, practices like, it holds some weight. Holds a lot of weight, I will believe. So I love that. Yeah. I love that. If you take nothing away from this episode, you speak into that water. Speak into it. Speak life into that water. That's speak into it. My only intention. Yes. Amen. Yes. Oh, I love that you answered that. Now you know. I'm gonna talk about this because
I don't know what to expect. I'm like, oh God.
Like, oh my God.
The water in me is like,
No, so you know I gotta take it here because Elsie Rodriguez is love. And I just I'm sitting next to my girl that for me is the package. She's a mom. She's a bomb ass mom. She got a bomb ass business.
I'm just a mirror.
Amen. Amen.
I am what you see.
She's kind. Yeah. You know, like look, so how does the divine feminine find her divine masculine? I know. I was gonna take it there because you know what? I'm grateful for this platform because it leads me to like beautiful women just vibrating so high, and I'm like, how are you gonna find your divine masculine?
That's such a great question because I'm still figuring that out.
And that's truth, and I love it. Yes, I love it.
I mean, for me, because I can only speak on my personal experiences. I love love. Okay,
we are lovers.
I am a lover girl down. Like, I love all things about love. I love romance.
Look at my face, cheesy.
Yeah, like I can't stop smiling. What's my favorite genre of movies? Romance. Like, are you kidding me? I love all of that. Look. My earring fell out and everything. That's how much love I love.
We're getting excited.
So as someone who is in that season, right? I think the more we work on ourselves, we automatically our aura brightens, right? And it can attract a lot of energies.
Yes. Even unwanted. Like, let's keep it real. Even unwanted.
Even unwanted.
Like dingy aura. Stay back, please. She has a spray for that.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Come see me. I got you.
I know that's right.
But you know, I feel that my standards
Okay.
have changed.
Of course.
And I'm really proud of that because
As you should be, yes.
As a lover girl, I love on a lot. You know,
Same.
I was loving on a lot.
Or you probably accepted less back then than your body will even allow you to entertain now. Amen. And that's a beautiful thing, bro.
And it's challenging.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Like it's challenging knowing that like, should you really pick up that phone call?
Yeah. Because once you are awake, you can't go back to sleep. Like you can never not know again.
And unless
this is part of the knowing.
Yes. And unless the divine masculine is going to change certain things that maybe doesn't flow with you, like, and he may not. So it's kind of like, are you going to go back? Right. So that's why I'm like always thinking like, okay, is this someone that can do all the boxes? And maybe like checking off all that box is a little too much. So I always go back and forth with that because I'm still in the season of figuring out what that looks like. Like, what does it mean? But I know, and someone told me the other day, your soulmate is not going to have you feel those butterflies. Your soulmate is going to make you feel like peace. So do I feel the jittery butterflies? Oh, like maybe, sir, I don't know how this is. Might be a good time, a fun time, which is also sometimes needed. But I know I want someone that feels like home, right? Like what I'm creating here.
I love that.
You know?
I love that. That's a beautiful.
So if they feel like peace,
if
they feel like home, if they're someone that you can connect with on a deeper level, like talk real things with, I feel like you found your divine masculine.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I brought this question up for several reasons. A, because of course I love love. Two, because I feel like as a woman, right? Look at all the name labels I've given you just from my perspective, like rockstar mom, business builder, dream builder. I feel like everything you got going on, society will still look at us, and that'll be one of our first questions. Are you married?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not married. Oh, you have a child? You're not married? Oh. It's like that. And it's like, wow, bitch. Like, I just named all these things I do.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
something.
It's still like, we're in 2026 and it still seems to be like at the top 5 questions for women. Like, it's crazy to me. So I guess I planted there to serve a point. And yes, we are women building our lives, aligning with self. We're not chasing love. Amen. Because when you walk in your path, you just attract, like you said.
It just comes to you.
But I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, it will absolutely would be beautiful to meet the divine masculine that God has for us, right?
Yeah.
But we're not rushing. Yeah. And it's not, and notice I asked that question towards the end because that doesn't equal the amount of success. It's not, it's not a testament to the purpose. You know what I mean? I feel like if anything, it's a bonus. It's a bonus. It's a bonus because you've learned to love yourself so deep that now you've earned that love. God said, okay, you can have your other rib or, you know, the rib that you're carrying.
Honestly,
amen.
Like, I think about kids.
Confirmation.
Love it. I think about like even me as I'm still working actively on myself.
We're never done.
Am I in the space where he can because I know my divine masculine has his standards. Am I at his standards? Is he at my standards? Like, am I there? I feel like there's still so much healing that I'm doing that I'm like, you know what, as much as I want that partner, I'm not ready for that yet because I know there's some things that I still really want to work on before I'm like, because when you said God gifts it, right? Like that just stuck with me because it's like, it's true, but there's still so much work for me to do and I'm okay with that. I can honor that. Now, he may come next year. He may come in a few months, but it's because I feel like I'm putting in that work for myself, you know? Like, it doesn't feel good to be triggered and then like react like in a way. And I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. We still got to work on some things. So yeah, I think it's just divine timing.
I love that. I love that story. I love it because it is true. And I feel like 2 years ago I had the same awakening. And I don't know how long it's been for you, but for me, I'm going on 3 years being single. So yeah, almost 2 years ago, I'm sitting in Atlanta and I heard these speakers that I've never heard before, and they were most definitely in their divine masculine. And I immediately thought to myself, damn, he's talking about the man that God has for me. But the question that followed after, but am I the woman that man will need.
Exactly.
And I was not her. I was in shambles in Atlanta in that conference room. Okay, I just hit a deer, tore up my car. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
It was that same, So for you to say that is total alignment, because I never thought about it like that. And I bring this up because so many times as powerhouse women, right, we look like we have it all. We want this other counterpart to, like, okay, it'll complete the list. But baby, we still got work to do. And maybe we have to pose that question to ourselves. We want this and this and this, but am I the woman for that and that and that? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that goes in anything.
Yeah.
Right? Even in like manifestation, even in what we want to call into our life. We want to call in all these beautiful, abundant things, but like, are we ready to receive them?
Are we ready?
You know, have we done like what we need to do to actually nurture and flourish what it is that we want to call in? So,
and this I'm gonna say this reconstruction, like, because healing is like healing this, right? Everybody talks about healing. The reconstruction, right? Because that's really just putting the pieces back together. That's what you do, right? When you do the inner work. I feel like it's never gonna be enough. It's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop.
But I do believe that you're going to get to a point where it's like you can accept certain things.
Yes.
And you're on a mutual level where you can, if I'm going through some shit, I could call my man. I want to call my man and be like, yo, and he's giving me an elevated response. Like, amen. You know, like, I don't want what I used to get. So
amen. No, amen.
So, you know,
speaking that into existence. I want my husband to be the first person I call. Amen.
Exactly.
Amen. I love that.
Know, so
I love that. And so to kind of tie all that up, there's no one-stop shop. There's no like, we're not going to give you a 2-stepper or like, oh, these 5 steps. No, there's no way, because what restoration looks for you is not going to be restoration for me. Amen. Or for you, right? Like,
you got to want to put in the work, right?
Different.
And whatever it is. That was what was taught to me from all the teachers that I have had met and still have thus far. Like, it's always put in the work, even if it's ugly. You see what flourishes after. You know what I said earlier, like, what happens after a rainstorm? You see a beautiful rainbow. Like, you know, get through the storm and you'll see greater and better things on the other side. And know that you're supported. Like,
amen. And real quick, you keep saying the word teachers. Do you consider yourself a teacher? Thank you, Spirit. This is that. I feel like throwing my cards. This is none of this is on the cards.
Okay. No. Do I see myself as a teacher? It's a part of my purpose.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I share my knowledge, and
amen.
That's
you've done it for me. Amen. One would deem that a teacher. Amen.
Yeah. So I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't. You know.
Kind queen. She's like, why are you doing this?
Yes.
No. Sometimes you gotta just talk your shit. Yeah. I feel like there's people, and this is no shade to anyone, because I don't like to bash her. I'm not even trying to, in the spirit of talking about folks, but there's people who are offering less, talking a bigger game. And meanwhile, the words, I feel the words are struggling to come out.
Yeah, I'm still working on my third chakra, okay?
Y'all are a teacher.
I'm actively working on my chakras.
Amen.
And listen, one thing about me, and I think that's what people can appreciate with my platform, is that I'm very authentic in, if I'm going through some shit.
And transparent.
Very transparent. I'm going to share it, because I feel like what my story or my moment, someone may need to hear what's going on, and they're like, bitch, I got something for you, or I'm going through the same thing. Like, what is the next step? How is this helping you? So yeah, is it hard for me to say I'm a teacher? Yeah, because maybe I'm not at that space where I see myself teaching actively.
Okay.
Versus I'm like, and yes, I might be biting my words or whatever, but you know, I think I'm so mentally in the service soul space that I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I'm teaching along the way. Yeah. I still just see myself as a servant. Amen. So
I was gonna say that. I was like, one could argue that your actions teach. Amen. And when you beat me to the punch, I didn't need to say it. I love that. No, I love that. Yeah. And I'm not trying to put you through any ringer. I just want you to see how I see you. Yeah. And I want more importantly, I want this episode to capture how I see you through my spiritual lens, because it's a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful life. We've touched on you as a mother, as a being, as a person that's still actively working on herself, but mustering up energy to pour into others. Like, come on, if that ain't God, I don't know what is, girl. Like, I don't know what is. Like, you know, so I think like, well, I'm grateful that you even allow me to honor it, because I know this is semi-uncomfortable for you.
So uncomfortable.
We're so different. Yeah,
I
like,
talk so much with my hands.
We're so different,
I'm like,
but
this is her space, and I'm very much like,
this is what. And this is my form of healing, reminding my healers, reminding my queens that you ain't nothing less. Yo,
I mean, like I said earlier, like you walk into the room, your aura already oozes what you do, God, you know? And I think I say this all the time, like she really is. When I talk about you, I'm like, she really is who she says she is. Like, go check her out yourself. Like, she really is. And I think that's really important to highlight. Like, if she is saying something, if she's speaking of something, listen.
It's the truth.
There is a message.
I'm like, it's the truth.
Yeah, like there is a message. So, you know, listen.
And oh my God, I can't believe I forgot that you were in the group that dubbed me the messenger. Like, that was the Puerto Rico group. Like, that was, and I want to say it came from you. Like, you started saying it first. Like, nah, yo, you give a word. The messenger, this is where the messenger came from. That's crazy. That's it. Just, and again, glory be to God. And you only recognize what's in you. Amen. And I'm just grateful for being allowed to pour into you. You know what I mean? Because I know this was semi-uncomfortable, but I want to capture your light, because it is a beautiful thing we're creating. And I pray that this store is flooded in every season, not just the warm ones. Amen. Every day that it grows beyond expectation. Amen.
And it reaches those who need to receive it.
Yes,
right?
yes.
This kind of work and this kind of space is very like controversial. It's not everyone's fan favorite.
It's easy to target and criticize, for sure.
Very.
Yeah.
And then they get in here and they're like, wait, but you have other businesses in here, but then you have like a botanica candle, but then you do sound healing. People are so confused because they're not realizing, like, in this time, like, some people call me a modern day botanica, right? Like, it's giving like ancestral roots, but it's also giving like new age and whatever, you know, comes with that. So don't knock things until you go and experience them first.
Oh, word, indeed. I love that. No, I love that. It's important to say, because you said earlier, people assume the woo-woo is not of God. And I'm like, I can't think of anything closest to God. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, we're literally like going inward, where this simulation does not allow us to. We are meant to be distracted. So the fact that we can pause, shut the noise, and go inside, and then help people dig that up out of them. Amen. Thank you.
No,
thank you. Healing with Jewelz. Amen. So what's coming up next season? We talked about you leaving corporate, you forming this space, flooding it with love and peace, all the beautiful things we're going to do for the babies. Amen. Amen. What's up next season for Healing with Jewelz? And I mean season, I mean time. We could next week, 2 weeks.
Good question. There's a lot of things being cooked up, a lot of collaborations.
Yes.
A lot of working with some of the vendors to do activations, I call them.
I love that.
This space. I love an intimate setting. I love an intimate gathering. I think it allows people to open up and share more of their stories. So a lot of cultivations of activations happening, ran by me, ran by collaborations. We're working on a retreat for this summer.
Ooh, yes, talk about
Shout
it.
out to I Am by Cindy.
I know, that's your girl. Yes, Cindy. Hey.
We are very much a yin yang duo.
She's got good energy.
She has amazing energy. She is a manifestation coach, and she has a beautiful story. So check us out. She is going to be doing a retreat with me. We're going to do it in the Poconos Lake. So
love that.
Grounded. I am the one who will, let's get to the things that's going to make us cry. And she's very much like, all right, bitch, get up. Like,
I love that. I love that.
Unravel,
then get up. Yes. Unravel and get
up. And then we're going to tie it all together.
I love that.
That's just what we do. We started a series called Sip, Shine, Manifest. So we've been doing that in here, gathering with women and doing activations with crystals and cord cutting. We did a whole release. And
yes, I was here for the first one.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It was so fun. And we feed you, right? We feed you, give you drinks.
Spiritually and physically. Being fed. Amen.
So just a lot of that. And then come summertime, I really want to give back to the community. So she says the little ones, right? Because I want to offer free activations for the teen. I want to work more with certain healers that provide movement healing, right? Like Nikhil, like I definitely want to work
shout out
with
to
him.
Nikhil. Shout out to Dr. Nikhil.
Enlighten us.
I know that's right.
They're doing big things in
Enlighten
Jersey,
us.
PA, Jersey, so many spaces.
Yes.
Divine masculine energy right there, right? We spoke about that. Like,
Amen.
what
Yes,
is divine masculine?
His partner, Brian.
Yes,
and, shout out to both of y'all.
yes,
Amen.
Yes. So I really want to collaborate with individuals who have the same vision, right? Who want to pour, because not everything is about money, and we need to help the youth unlock themselves so that way we can help the world a little bit more.
Amen.
They're the next generation.
It's bigger than just me and you, right?
Yes.
It's about the unity, really combining the powers. Even just sitting here. Shout out to Lou. She's in the building with us.
Yes.
Just sitting here. We had a prayer, the three of us, boom, the door opened. The magic amplified ain't no joke. So I love that you said that. It's not just about the monetary gain. It's about how many lives can we impact if I link up with you, if I link up with you. And I feel like that's all beautiful.
Like, let's get back to that. I think social media created this like blockage where people are tapping so into their ego, they're forgetting the real purpose.
Yeah.
So, here I'm trying to just do a lot for the community. So stay tuned. I can't wait.
It's gonna be super
I cannot
magical.
wait.
It's sounding
Imagine
booked
doing
and
ice baths in the Bronx.
booked and busy.
Right on Castle Hill.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, what is going on there? They're not even gonna know. But the beautiful thing is gonna bring the community, the real community.
I love it.
Through the doors. So
I'm
excited.
May it all be lit up. Amen. And I love it. I feel like we captured a lot of it. A chunk of who you are, not everything you are, because there's levels and layers to this. But I want to kind of sign us off with, what do you say? What do you say to that woman just doubting herself, or maybe even searching, that doesn't know what spirituality looks like for her yet? What are you saying? What are you speaking over her? I know that's a deep question, but I feel like you can answer it.
That's a good question.
Because there'll be someone watching you. Amen, I'm claiming it. There'll be someone watching you almost in awe. They'll be like, damn, she really like, you transformed.
Who I was when you met me is
you were terrified to leave your job. You were and
Girl,
look at you. Look at you.
And I feel like that time in Puerto Rico, right? I can't swim. And I went down
She went in the
El
water.
Yunque. But the beautiful lesson from that moment, right? If you compare it to life, right? I had no choice but to go down that waterfall. And thank you to the angels above that held me, because bitch, I could have drowned.
I wasn't gonna have.
They had this skinny little boy down there to catch me.
First of all, them kings that work up there. And
shout out to the kings in El Yunque.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, because y'all tiny but mighty.
Yo.
Because one of y'all definitely lifted me up. I said, oh. I said, not all this Amazon goodness, brother. Don't do it. They did. I remember him.
He was so small and he caught me, right? But when you think about life and you think about needing to take that push physically, spiritually, you just do it, right? Just go. Because what did I feel like at the bottom? After it, oh my God, yes, I did it. Would I do it again? Bitch, no. And definitely with a vest that actually fits. Because these things, I almost suffocated going down that water slide.
Our ancestors used those vests.
It makes me think of that time where it was literally a push that I needed. Fighting our fears, right? It was a fear of the water and rebuilding my connection with the water, right? Because we can go into so many different directions. Let me focus. Just fighting my fears with the water, right? And then I think of that in life and how I left corporate America. I didn't think I was going to leave the place I was with for 8 years. I was comfortable. So if you feel like you're stuck and you're truly unhappy, take the leap. Trust that things will literally form, because when you sit with yourself and you have that conversation with yourself, it's a promise to yourself. Forget anything and everyone else. You sit and you connect with your house. I want to go back home.
I know that's right.
And working for corporate America is not going to bring me there. But being in this space, cultivating this, is connecting me more and more. Walking in my purpose is connecting me more and more to go back home. And that's what I love to say. I'm not here to sell things. I'm here to help you get back home.
Amen.
Because we all just on a journey to go back home. So what can I say to someone? Just do it, right?
Just do it. And it sounds like so simple, but it takes guts. It takes a level of belief that maybe you haven't inherited yet, but it's definitely within you. And I
And
love
if it's
it.
a thought, it's because it's time. Yeah. And now I'm just like, wow, I feel like a free bitch. Okay,
Yeah.
I got this coming through, and now I can help X amount of people. We could do this. And I just met this person, and they do what? Let's bring it to the community. So many people come in here, and they're like, I want to do this. I have this idea. I'm like, let's fucking do it.
Amen.
Let's do it.
But that
like,
won't
it's so
happen if you
cool.
don't take the
leap.
Amen. Look at you, just spewed it out your mouth. That was
Yeah.
beautiful. And that's the message right there.
There we go. Everyone has a purpose. And when you finally sit with yourself and see yourself, what did your inner child used to love to do? Right? What did younger Elsie used to love to do? How did she act? How did she dress? Take time to sit and connect with her.
Them.
Every time I go into a journey, like a meditation journey, my younger self always pops up, and she's always so happy, and she's always so radiant. That's who I am.
I love that.
That's how people receive me.
Yes,
but I forget how people receive me.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I struggle with seeing what people see. But then I go into a journey and I'm like, oh my God, like that's me. I see you, girl. And there's times where I get choked up or, oh my God, I really did it. I'm so proud of myself. And I feel like in those moments, it's my younger self. Yes, girl.
We did that.
So sit with yourself and take a moment for you. Even if it's 5-10 minutes, like just ask yourself, what do I want to do? What did I used to do that I love so deeply? And I promise you, you can do it right now. And it's probably a part of your purpose. And you will, like, faith, like I said earlier, faith will open the doors for you. And you'll get to where you need to do. Follow your assignment, complete the journey, and
I know that's right.
Live
and
gracefully.
If you find yourself roaming the streets on Castle Hill in the Bronx,
yes, 1046
come
Castle Hill.
Come home, 1046. yes.
Casa Su Casa, Healing Tools. So yeah, check it out.
And what's the social media handles? Is it Healing with Jewelz
Healing with
Apothecary?
Jewelz Apothecary. So I will be having more herbal stuff showing face, a lot of in-house items cultivating. So yeah, come check us out.
And if you're not in the nearby, you do live sales?
I do live sales on Instagram. I also have a website, so healingwithjewelz.com, or you can catch me on Instagram and tap in.
So what I'm hearing, everybody from everywhere can reach you, honey.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yes. Thank you for having me, and thank you for taking me out of my comfort zone, because this is really uncomfortable for me. But your essence and your energy makes it so safe. So you say the space is a safe haven, but you are a safe energy. Like you can sit anywhere. I watch all of her episodes, by the way. I'm a fan. And see how safe you make people feel, and you allow them to speak their story. And I think that is what's so important. People need a space where they can share their story, because other people need to hear it. I literally take away something from every episode, and I'm always like, girl, that episode was so good. I'm like,
you're definitely my number one pusher. Like,
yes, but it's a beautiful thing. And like what you're doing, you're like a walking safe space for people. So,
thank you.
You know, I can't wait to see. I always tell her all the time, I'm gonna see her in certain spaces. I ain't gonna share with the collective, but you know, when it happens, I can't wait for her to tell me that, because it's gonna happen.
Likewise. Thank you so much. Thanks for just trusting me.
Yeah,
I know this is different, but you did so good. You lit me up.
Yeah,
I stopped smiling the whole time. My face hurts. So I just love exchanging energy with you.
Yes.
You remind me like it's possible. What seems impossible will happen, and I'm just excited for your growth. I'm so excited for this evolution, and more importantly, like thank God.
Yes,
for placing you in my life. Amen. I'm honored to be a part of the healer's tribe. Amen.
The healer too. Don't sleep on her.
Amen. So we're gonna leave it at that. But there may be a part 2 or 3. Who knows? She may be a recurring character energy.
Maybe.
But I hope for this episode that you felt the love, that you feel it. And I hope that you walk away knowing, like, yo, if you breathe in, right, you're supposed to do something big, do something grand that fills the soul. And more importantly,
and I want to say too, like, you know, if you're feeling stuck, I pray that God opens up your path.
That word.
Really
Amen.
illuminate something in you, in your soul. Like, someone's soul is feeling a little dormant, so may there be much light shine upon your heart space and your soul and your essence, and you remember who you are, so you can go back home, because there's no greater feeling than knowing that you're on a journey that illuminates you. So I pray that you find that light within you that was never gone. Just, you know, it's in there. So unlock it.
Oh, that's right. Amen.
Unlock it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Sending nothing but
Love.
love you. I love you. Thank you.
And it's a wrap.
I know that's right.